you're just, you're just focusing on what should be instead of what is. You know, when you face what is, then then there'll be a radical change within yourself. But if you just, look at it with all the misery and chaos and violence, say, just get rid of capitalism, let's have communism or anarchism or socialism or whatever, libertarianism or whatever, then you're not dealing with the solution, you're not dealing with the problem, you're just basically you're just running away from the problem. You're not dealing with the issue of what is. You're just focusing on what should be. And a lot of people, it's just gone throughout times that, through various revolutions in the past, people said that if you change society, we'll become better off. But throughout time, it just basically changed the changed the prison bars, and basically decorated, prison to another ideology. As human beings, we are violent human beings, and we've been violent for thousands upon thousands of years. It's evolved from basically from arrows to now to arrows to stones from the caveman days, from the stones, the arrows to the gun, now to like the guns and bombs and depleted uranium and even destructive things like harps. So, the purpose of this YouTube channel is to actually discuss the issues that's pertaining to what's happening within, with the chaos, what's happening within ourselves, and we can actually deal with it. What's the chaos was actually we have to look from a holistic perspective, and I hope you can actually go in the dialogue and discover yourself as we're talking, because I'm not a guru, I'm not your master or teacher, whatever. We're talking together. I'm just a speaker. We're here to just have a dialogue, to discover what is, and to find what is. Because the purpose of this YouTube channel is to break people out of their prison, out of their mental conditioning inside their heads, and that right action can actually occur when you can break out of your conditioning. So that's all I can say here at the moment. I just want to say, it's the 28th of April, and I'd just like to mention 2 cases of people that have been wrongly, unjustly, justly arrested by the law and just been treated horribly. The first guy I just want to mention is a guy called Ian Sanchez. Basically, he just went to the police station to question things that he didn't want to do. He wanted to question things that the police didn't really understand what he was actually saying, because they didn't know the concepts of what he was trying to say, which is basically the birth certificate, which I'll go through. If you don't know about the birth certificate, I will go through with you in the future talks what person in the birth certificate means. It's just basically you're just an employee, a slave to the corporation of the UK corporation. You just look at this from this point of view. It's just look at everything around you as a corporation, even businesses, police, courts, everything, even this country is a corporation, and you're just a slave to that corporation. But I will actually break it down what a person is. It's not in terms of the law. And then when Ian Sanchez actually talked about, the person, what crime, what statutes he committed that was wrong, which I'll also break down statutes on a later date. The police looked at him with great ridicule and just didn't have no idea what he's saying, so they called the mental hospital and basically they detained him illegally, and he's still in the mental hospital. So I can only say, hope I can send positivity to him, and I hope he can, get out of the mental hospital as soon as possible, because it's a great injustice when you're locking up, people that are rebellious to, our conditioning. You're locking them out in mental hospitals for no decent reason. Second I want to mention Charlie Veitch. Charlie Veitch was basically arrested for basically saying to the media that he was going to disrupt, or basically just have the right to freedom of speech to actually bullhorn the royal wedding in the route. And as you can see, he got arrested today, just a few hours ago, and he just got arrested for basically it's a minority crime. He's not done, he got done for basically trespassing in Portman and Masons in March the 26th. But it's just complete nonsense. It just makes him, it's just creating a message that if you're going to rebel against the status quo, you're going to be locked up, and you're not going to stand up against you. So you just have to deal with this kind of stuff and actually, I hope Charlie Beach will be released soon. He probably won't be released till maybe tomorrow evening at the very least, because it's just a political ploy to it's just a political ploy to just a political ploy to actually dictate, to not him to speak out for to not him to Bornhall, which is why you can't rebel in this country, It's just we live in an illusion of democracy and freedom. We do not live in a democracy and freedom because we have no democracy and freedom within ourselves. And you expect society to have democracy and freedom in society. It's just an illusion. You need to look past the persona, because we live in a very personification of society. We create an illusion that we're so wonderful and free. But if you look underneath the mask, you see great fragmentation, great misery and submission of, just the whole society. It's just modern day slavery. People cannot see it because they're highly conditioned through when they were a child, through the school system and then eventually to college, universities, and then they're just a cog in the machine, just working as a employee. Basically, the foundation of what they do is just work for some business, and the aim of the business is just to make as much money as they can, and they do that for 50, 60 years, and then just checking, it's causing a lot of misery and chaos in the world, and the purpose of this YouTube channel is to just to make people aware, and to the next one will probably be a dialogue, I'm not really 100% sure what I'm going to be doing in the future, but I should be in the next week or two be doing more dialogues in Bornhall, in the streets of London, and from there we can actually build it up. Hope people will like my YouTube channel, and subscribe if you like it, and I will really appreciate it, because I think this issue is not being really dealt by a lot of people. And it's very important to deal with this kind of issue, with the chaos and the misery within ourselves. Because if you can get rid of that, then our world becomes much a better place for it. You might not think it, but you are, because you are the world. And when you, as I said already, when you change radically, psychologically, in your heart, you break out of that conditioning that's within yourself, with the fragmentation, the fear, and the sorrow, and the anger, and the misery, and all that, plus the brainwashing and the propaganda you've received from your school system, your parents, and through the newspapers and the media, and to break out of that conditioning, and to realize how conditioned you are, and to break out of that is a state of true love, because you understand, when you discover these kind of things, you understand what is love, what's religion, all that kind of stuff, what is true meditation as well, and I don't want to keep babbling on day in, day out, keep going on, but hope this is just the introduction video. Over time, my communication will get more better, more concise, and more precise, more precise and more better as time progresses, as I'm new to this kind of speaking to people, but I hope people in the YouTube universe will enjoy it, and my skills speaking to the camera and communication will improve dramatically over time, and hope people like this video and the upcoming videos, because it's going to be a fantastic journey that we'll all go together, and I hope that's all I can say here at the moment. I hope you enjoyed the video and the introduction, what the Inward Revolution YouTube channel is all about, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you like the future videos that I will put up in the future. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye.